My name is Callum Howell, and my role is Amos Hart.
I'm Ashley Santa Isabel and I'm playing Matron Mama Morton.
My name is Alana and my role is Roxy.
I'm Rani and I'm playing Velma Kelly.
My name is Ben. I'm Billy Flynn.
My name is Elle and I'm a featured dancer.
My name is Richard. I am a musician in the production band playing flute.
My name is Stella and I play clarinet in the production band.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I am the audio manager here at the school production.
I'm Emma and I am the stage manager.
When preparing for Chicago, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of after school days, a lot of holiday rehearsals. So yeah, it's quite a bit of time that we have to take up to do this, but it's really fun. So.
Well, it's a lot of repetition every single week, just going through every single number, every single scene. It's just a lot of work, a lot of constant moving pieces.
It's a lot of rehearsals and a lot of resting because you don't want to overwork yourself before the show.
To prepare for the show, it's mostly just going to rehearsals and then playing music at home, making sure that I know my part, which was good this year because we actually had a track to play with. We haven't had that in the past.
It's a lot of focusing and being able to maintain it, I guess, and test your patience, kind of like what Callum said. It's very repetitive, but the outcome is really good, so it's worth it.
I read through the script and make notes of who needs to talk at what times and the microphones I need to give them to allow them to be heard while they are acting and performing.
Just practicing at home and also making sure you know all the cues so when to start, so when an actor says a certain thing you know to play at that point.
The work is a lot of rehearsal time and a lot of redoing things.
A lot of time out of your day, and especially in holidays beforehand, there's a lot of a lot of time spent working on it and polishing it.
For me, preparing for the show is about getting to know the show really well, so I know what everyone's doing and when, and what props and set need to be on the stage, and how to get around that and get that done.
My favourite part of the show is probably Cell Block Tango, because it's really powerful.
My favourite part of the show is All That Jazz. I just really like that song. It sounds just so good.
Probably just mainly the scene work and developing characters, because there's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's good to bounce off other performers, especially in scenes.
My favourite part of the show is the rush that you get as you're finishing a really intensive and busy section of the show, and just all of the engaging and interesting music and people you find.
The scene work, I think, is some of the best part. I think it's just easier, like Callum said, to work with other people who are like playing different characters, and it's good to see the character development, I guess, of different characters, unlike me and Ben's character who just are like jerks the whole time. But like Amos and Roxy and Velma, for example, like they develop a lot, and I think it's really good to see that in a show.
Mm-hmm. My favourite part is Razzle Dazzle. I'm kidding, it's not.
I don't know, I just enjoy being in the show, playing different music, preparing to perform. Gives me more reason to play.
I think one of my favourite parts of this show would be the music. It's really interesting, it's really jazzy, and yeah, I think the orchestra's going to do a really good job of it, so I'm really excited to hear that.
Probably Cell Block.
The community.
The community. I love my family.
I don't think I have a favourite part. Probably just being able to act on stage with my friends. That's probably my favourite part.
My least favourite part about production is probably, like I said, it's a lot of repetition, but that repetition also just gets very boring throughout most days, especially when you spend the entire rehearsal doing just one number.
My least favourite part is not getting it right.
My least favourite part of the show is waiting for it to be my time to do things, because of course everyone has to go before me.
I am playing an instrument that's not really featured in the show, so every rehearsal Mr. Van kind of sometimes just gives me music to play, so I'm missing about a third of the song still, and having to sight read is annoying.
My least favourite part is probably when I have to be mean to Callum, because it's really sad and I feel really bad, but yeah.
My least favourite part is probably redoing it the countless times.
I think managing everyone in the wings, it's probably my least favourite part of the show because it's a very hard job. Getting people to, do the right things and make them realise that it's for the good of the show. It can be a bit of a challenge, but yeah, we'll get there.
It's probably when I have to make fun of people.
My least favorite part is probably I have quite a few soprano saxophone bits, which is this tiny little saxophone that's like third, fourth register that I have to play, it's just not easy.
It's so hard to see a show put together when we're doing that. Like, it feels like it's like never gonna end and we're never gonna make it to show week.
Yeah.
But then you have like holiday rehearsals and then like you see the full thing and it's like, okay, it's all worth it in the end. But yeah, probably just the repetitiveness.
Chicago's about a bunch of murderers and how they all get away with murder except for one person who is the only person who claims not guilty.
It's about women who kill people and have to get away with it, or they die. There you go.
Chicago's probably about the flawed justice system.
Chicago is about like powerful women and the flawed justice system.
I would say that Chicago is all about murder, betrayal, swinging Chicago, but it's also about, pulling through. It's about, different cultures and different people in America.
Also about like sort of 1920s America and about like coming out of World War One and stuff like that.
Well, I haven't watched the movie, so I don't really know. I know there's like the frilly dresses and stuff.
You could say Chicago is about the injustices and how people who have not necessarily done anything wrong can be punished, where people who have done a lot of things very wrong can not be punished.
It's about women finding their place in the world, especially in 1920. It was like a very male dominant world, especially in like a patriarch like America. It's just they're finding themselves and they're expressing themselves, and I think Cell Block Tango is a really good one that kind of displays and portrays that to the audience. But also just the corruption of the legal system, and I think it's still pretty relevant to today.
Yeah, it's that, and it is definitely part with how easy it was and still probably is to just flaunt the justice system and just put on a show like Razzle Dazzle and just persuade the.
It's kind of like an insight to what it was like and kind of behind the scenes of nowadays, like especially Billy Flynn's character. I think you get to see like just how like evil it is and like how corrupted it is.
I do production because it just gives me a family outside of class and home. It's just a really good community to be part of.
It's just because it's just a great old time. A lot of connections are built, especially like between younger and older year levels. Just a good friendship and just good family. I'll say family because family is just the best word to say.
I do this because I love working in sound and I guess monitoring and just keeping everything going while everyone else is working.
I do production because it gives me another band to be in. It's a lot of fun. I get to learn a ton of songs and I get to sit in a cramped orchestra pit a bunch of nights in a row.
Because it's the best part of school.
Just the sort of family we make here it's really nice, yeah.
Yeah, I do it because I just love the theatre. I think it's really exciting. It's such a great environment to be in.
I'd say I probably do this because it's really like community. Like you get to know people in your band and in like the whole production and like especially like at the end of the shows and stuff. It's quite fun just to be around the people. And also like the food tech classes sometimes make food for the band, so we get to eat that at like interval, which is nice.
Yeah, it gets me through school.
It's like a family that, you all love the same thing, and it's one thing that just blocks out everything. Like it blocks out everyone's differences, and we're all able to like share the love and passion that we have for theatre. And like personally, it's like what I want to do when I'm older. So like just being able to do that and do it with like my closest friends, I think is amazing.
It's just like theatre magic, I love being a part of it.